Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here then welcome. My name's Chloe. So today's video is going to be a tutorial on this makeup look here. So of course, because I've used blue, it is the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette. It is just my favourite palette to use for blue eyeshadow. I've also used Star Ranch because if you've watched one of my blue eyeshadow looks before, you know that I have an obsession with one of the shades in here. And then I have got a bit of silver on my eyes today, so I've hopped into Jeffree Star Thirsty for that silver shadow as well. If you guys would like to see more of me, then you can follow me on TikTok, Twitter and Instagram. That's under the same handle, which is at ChloeKH with 2 E's. But I'll pop that in the description box below, as well as any other makeup that I've used on my face that I may not have mentioned in this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel before you leave here, and enjoy the video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye! Hi guys, all nice and zoomed in now. So I've primed my eyes with the Bobbi Brown eye base and the Plouise Rumour Base 2 with a little bit of loose powder to set. I've got this tape just for a bit of a guard to help me with my wing shape. Then to start off with this blue eyeshadow look, I'm of course going to jump into the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette, and I'm going to be taking this, the darkest sort of navy shade in the palette, and this one's called Undertaker. So I'm taking this on my favourite little Morphe pencil brush. I do use this a lot, but it's so small I can just be really precise with where I want to map out the shape. So I'm just going to start from here and draw sort of a half circle. So I've just drawn my line up the tape here so that I know where I can connect it. So I do usually stop about here, and then I sort of do a little dip and join the two. Okay, so once I'm happy with the sort of outline shape, I'm going to take this next pencil brush here, which is just slightly thicker bristles, and I'm just going to blend around the outside. Just ready for our next shade, just because I like to blend sort of 50% on the shadow before and 50% off, so I feel like if this is a smoother line, that it blends a bit better with the next shadow. Then with the same brush, I'm going to hop into this shade here called Blue Monday, and I'm taking this a little bit at a time and sort of packing it on and blending it out. And I don't start right at the end, I sort of start a little bit here and wiggle it and blend it down. And then the same goes for this tail end really. I'm just sort of packing it close to the end and then using what's here to sort of blend out. Just continuing that blend up, as I don't want it to be too harsh here or here. Okay, then I'm taking this chunky pencil brush here, also from Morphe, and I'm just going to blend around the outside of Blue Monday. and I'm holding this brush towards the end so I don't have a lot of pressure. So then, of course, I'm going to hop into the Star Ranch palette and take this shade here called Grand Prismatic. It's just my favourite bright blue, and I do wish that it was part of Blue Blood palette because I do use them together, but it is just such a nice blue to blend out Blue Monday with. So again, I'm going 50% on the shade and 50% off it. Then I'm going to go in with this Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH40 brush just to blend around the outside of that Grand Prismatic shade. Then hopping back into Blue Blood to take this shade here called Minty. And this is just going all the way around to blend out that Grand Prismatic shade. If you do feel like you've gone a bit too high with your blend, in the Blue Blood palette there is this really nice shade here that's sort of close to well, my skin tone, and this one's called Wealthy. So I just sort of take it round, just because I don't like any shadow on this bit here, so it's quite nice to sort of cancel it out. So I'm just going to go back into all those shades again, just to deepen them up a bit and get them to the blend that I want them at. So today is Saturday. Jake is working all weekend, so I am filming a few videos sort of over the course of today and tomorrow. I'm also going to film some next weekend as well, as Jake's on a camping trip because we fly to Greece the week after, so I've only got one more week of work and then it's holiday time. Pretty much know the outfits that I am packing, so I just need to sort of iron them, try them on, make sure that I do actually like the outfits, and then decide what makeup I want to take. I know pretty much how I want to do my hair, because my hair doesn't do well in humidity, so it's going to be sort of slicked back most of the time. But yeah, I can't wait to just get away, and we haven't been to Greece before. So yeah, I'm trying to film a few videos so I can upload whilst I'm away, because I do want to remain consistent with 2 videos a week. Okay, so I'm pretty much happy with that blend, so I'm just going to wipe away just to see. So I'm taking a little cotton bud here with some Garnier micellar water. If you watch my empties video, yes, I did go to the supermarket and it was on offer for £5. It is usually about £7 or £8, and in both Boots and Superdrug it was like £7.99, and then I went into Tesco's and it was £5 with club card, so I got another one, yay. So I am just going to sort of cut this away I like to go in with a cotton bud first because it just takes away any of, like, well, this really that you can see here. So then I've got a nice clean canvas when I go in with my concealer or my base. I can sort of see my cut crease better. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my Plouise Rumour 2 base, and I'm going to take this little lip brush here and this really thin Makeup by Tammy fine liner brush, because I just like to get a nice crisp line here. Okay, so that's my crease cut and set with a little bit of loose powder, and then I'm just going back into that Undertaker shade and just blending into this outer corner. So I'm just taking each of the shades and just sort of packing on and blending out a little bit. I am going to be covering my lid with a couple of different coloured shimmers, but I want there to be a bit of a blend just sort of in this outer part because I'm not doing any liner. Okay, so I really wanted to do blue and silver, but there isn't a silver shade in either of the palettes that I have used so far. So I'm going to hop into another Jeffree Star palette. So this one's called Thirsty, and it does have this really nice silvery shimmer shadow here. I mean, I do like this palette. I don't reach for it enough, just because I'm not a big fan of, well, this top row here really. But I do quite like the shimmers in here. So I am going to take this silver shade here called Divine. And I do want to use quite a dark blue for this outer part, so I'm going to put a lighter blue just in the middle to help the blend and the fade really. So I'm going back into the Star Ranch palette and I'm going to take this shade here called Old Jeff. And then I'm just going back and forth between that Divine shade and Old Jeff to make sure it's nice and blended. Then I'm going back into Blue Blood and I'm going to take this dark shade here called Ocean Ice. It's not my favourite shade in the palette. I don't feel like it blends as nice as the others, so I am just going to take it with some Urban Decay setting spray and just sort of hope for the best really. I've used this with glitter glue, tried it so many different ways, but I'm just going to gently pack it on because I do find that it is quite crumbly as well. I've just saturated my brush with setting spray so it's nice and wet. And then again just going back and forth between Old Jeff and Ocean Ice. Okay, so I have just taken the tape away and popped a bit of Plouise base just under my eyes, and I realised I forgot to film when I went back in with the matte eyeshadows to blend with Ocean Ice. So I have just gone back over the top with a bit of Blue Monday, sort of blending with Undertaker. So it doesn't just go from like a harsh shimmer to that dark shade. As I just sort of covered all the shadows really. So I'm just going back in to make sure it's all blended and it's a nice fade. So then for my waterline, I'm going to be taking the Plouise and Mama Mitchell Ecstasy paint. So I'm just blending in between my lashes so I don't have that gap where you can see my skin. I'm then going to take my Eco Tools smudger brush and just gently blend that. So I'm going to take Undertaker just to blend that out with. And just making sure I'm connecting with the bottom of the wing here. And back in with this one to blend. And a bit of Blue Monday. Grand Prismatic. And Minty. Then for my inner corner, I'm going back into Blue Blood. I'm going to take this shade here called Cullinan. And then I'm going to take some Inglot 77 gel liner and pop a little bit of Duraline in there to reactivate it as it's a bit cracked and dry. Okay, I'm just going to head off camera now, pop some lashes on, do the rest on my base, and then I'll be back to show you the finished look. Hey guys, so this is the finished look. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed watching this tutorial. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel before you leave, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!